love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always
Namaste friends. So today in the entire Python, this is chapter 104. And in the last lecture, we saw how to actually read the CSV and JSON. And the previous lecture, we saw about the series and data frames. And we saw with the pd.options, we saw how to actually set the options in the rows, the maximum rows and stuff of that nature. So we read the JSON, we read the CSV. So these things we did in the last lecture. As I said, we can actually take slowly and study in Panda because Panda is going to be super important. And let's not rush it through because I'm actually planning lots and lots of exercises. Okay, so today in this Panda family, this is lesson 4, and this comes to one of the important concept called analyzing data. I always keep telling you Panda is for data analysis. It is also used in data engineering. That I always keep telling you. Correct. So in this case, let's actually, see what it actually does. So if you're actually viewing the data, we all know in a body, the head is at the top, the tail is, leg is in the bottom. So the head and the tail. So we have actually heard about the head and the tail. So say suppose a cat or any of the pet, if you see we say this is the head and the tail is in the back. So basically the first half or the top half is the head and the lower one is the tail. Now say suppose, if you want to return the headers, okay, in a data frame, okay, it's a quick overview of the data frame. If you want to get a quick overview of the data frame, it's called the head. Okay, so let's actually take this and, this is a quick overview. So as we know, I don't have this kind of a CSV, I have keyword English data one. Okay, so what I will do is I will actually do it here. And I know this read CSV. Is there a text? There is no text edition. So what I will do is I'll go here. I will say keyword English data 1. And I say df head. I know this is 168 rows. We have been seeing this and we get this. See, it only gives me 10. And that is exactly what I'm actually asking. So this is like a quick snapshot. Okay, so this is like a quick snapshot and this is exactly what it is doing here. Hey, if you want to read the entire thing, okay, if you want to read the entire thing, then, we can actually go here and I could say keyword English data 1. So if I say this head, it actually gives me the entire thing. So this is like a quick snapshot of the head. So there is no 10 or there is no nothing of that nature. It gives me a quick snapshot. So we talked about it and this 10 is 10. Okay. So this is what it actually gives, the top 5. So the tail is also the last rows of the thing. So I can actually go to the tail and I can actually say how to actually do this. So I can actually take this and say the same thing. I can say keyword English data 1 and I can say give me the tail, which is the last 5. If I say 10, it is going to give me the last 10. So if you want to know the info, we can actually say this is the info, like the PD options last time. If you want to get the info, I can say the PD info. So this says everything is an integer, the duration is an integer, the calories is like float. Okay, so this is what it is. So basically the info method also tells us how many null values are actually present. So if you actually go here in the calories, it actually says not null. So non-null float of this thing. Okay, so 169, 169. What does it mean? 169, 169, 164, non-null. Okay, so what it actually says is 164 and 169 non-null values in calories column, which means that there are 5 rows with no value at all in the calories column for whatever value. See here, 169, 169, 3, 4. Okay, so this thing, it's a non-null. Okay, which means it has got no value at all. So that is what it is actually trying to say. Okay, so which means it actually says for some reason there is no this thing at all. So the empty values or null values can be bad when analyzing the data. So we should actually consider removing those things with an empty value. Okay, this is called the cleansing of the data, and we will read more in the next chapter. I think we can actually stop it here. Okay, I think this is good enough. So what we actually learned was one of the most important function other than the head and tail, the top and bottom. What we actually learned was info. Give me the info. So this info gives me non-null. This actually gives me a quick snapshot. See, 164, 165, 167, 168, 169. So 5. So 5 of the things are non-null. So that is what it says, which is not good, and we have to remove it. All right. I trust you have actually seen my lecture, probably enjoyed it. And, if you have any questions, kindly contact me, and I should try to help you to the best of my abilities. Like always, I would like to thank two persons. One is you for giving me a golden time, and the other is my wife Jayashree, following me to follow my passion. Till we see next time. Thank you. Take care and cheers.